Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. On this channel, we go beyond the headlines to analyze listed companies through a research-driven approach. Our focus is not just on quarterly numbers, but on understanding the quality of the business, its growth potential, financial strength, valuation, and its ability to create long-term shareholder wealth. Before we begin, a quick disclaimer. The views shared in this video are based on publicly available information and are meant purely for educational purposes. They should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy or sell any security. Please do your own research or consult a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. In today's analysis, we'll answer 7 important questions. What makes Venus Pipes a premium valued company? Why did earnings growth slow in FY26? Can its expansion plans reignite growth? What are the biggest risks investors should monitor? Is the current valuation justified? What are leading brokerages saying? And finally, how should long-term investors approach this stock today? Let's begin. The paradox. At first glance, looks like a textbook growth company. Over the last 7 years, Venus Pipes and Tubes revenue and EPS have increased nearly tenfold. It continues to expand its manufacturing capacity and is steadily moving into higher value products. Yet, one number from the latest financial year tells a completely different story. Revenue grew by 22%, but profit increased by only 10%. Normally, these two numbers move in the same direction. So why did earnings growth slow so sharply? This is an important question because Venus Pipes is not valued like a conventional steel company. With a market capitalization of around 3,500 crore rupees and trading at nearly 35 PE, investors continue to assign the company a premium valuation. Clearly, the market expects something more than cyclical growth. But is that expectation still justified? To answer that, we first need to understand the business itself. First, we will understand the business of the company. Before analyzing the recent slowdown, let's first understand why Venus Pipes has earned the confidence of both customers and investors over the years. At its core, the company manufactures stainless steel seamless and welded pipes and tubes. These are not ordinary steel products. They are precision-engineered solutions used in industries where quality, reliability, and consistency are critical. Its products serve a wide range of sectors, including oil and gas, power generation, pharmaceuticals, chemicals, defense, aerospace, and even the nuclear industry. These are highly demanding businesses where supplier approval takes time. But once established, customer relationships tend to be long-lasting. That is one of Venus Pipes' biggest strengths. Today, the company supplies to more than 70 Fortune 500 companies and exports its products to over 25 countries. Building that kind of customer base requires years of consistent execution, technical expertise, and customer trust. It also creates a meaningful competitive advantage that is difficult for new entrants to replicate. The company has also been steadily moving up the value chain. What began primarily as a pipes and tubes business has expanded into stainless steel fittings, titanium tubes, and hygienic pipes used in the food and pharmaceutical industries. These specialized products typically command better pricing, healthier margins, and stronger customer stickiness than conventional stainless steel products. At the same time, Venus Pipes continues to widen its growth opportunities. A recent order worth around 190 crore rupees came from one of India's leading power equipment manufacturers. Another opportunity of approximately 185 crore rupees is linked to data center cooling, a segment that barely existed in the company's portfolio just a few years ago, but could become an important growth driver as India's digital infrastructure continues to expand. The company's financial performance reflects this steady execution. Revenue has grown from just 119 crore rupees in FY19 to around 1167 crore rupees in FY26, an almost tenfold increase in just 7 years. Over the last 5 years, sales have compounded at around 30% annually, while profits have grown even faster at approximately 34% CAGR. That's an impressive long-term record by any standard. It's also the reason why the market has rewarded the company with a premium valuation. But successful investing is about looking ahead, not looking back. And that's where the story takes an interesting turn. Despite this remarkable long-term performance, FY26 turned out to be a year of slower earnings growth. So what exactly changed? Let's examine the numbers. Let's return to the question we raised at the beginning. If the business remains fundamentally strong, what caused earnings growth to slow so sharply in fiscal year 26? At first glance, the annual results still appear encouraging. Revenue increased by 22% to around 1167 crore rupees, while net profit reached a record 102 crore rupees. So why did the market react with caution? The answer lies not in the absolute numbers, but in the pace of earnings growth. Over the previous 5 years, Venus Pipes had consistently delivered profit growth of around 34% CAGR. In FY26, however, profit increased by only 10%. For a company that commands a premium valuation, that's a meaningful slowdown. The fourth quarter reinforced this trend. Quarterly revenue grew by 17%, but profit increased by only 7.2%, falling short of market expectations. Management attributed this primarily to weaker export demand, which affected both product mix and profitability. Margins also came under pressure. Operating margins, which had touched around 18% in FY24, moderated to nearly 16% during FY26. A 2 percentage point decline may appear small, but in a manufacturing business, even modest changes in margins can have a significant impact on earnings. The positive takeaway is that demand itself remains healthy. The company closed the year with an order book of around 450 to 470 crore rupees, apart from the 185 crore rupee letter of intent in the emerging data center cooling segment. That suggests customers continue to place orders. The immediate challenge is improving profitability rather than generating demand. So what should investors conclude? In my view, FY26 does not indicate a broken business model. Instead, it reflects a temporary phase where margin pressure and softer exports weighed on earnings, even as the company's long-term growth plans continued to move forward. Let's look at the growth plan. FY26 appears to be a growth year for Venus Pipes. While the market focused on quarterly earnings, the company continued investing in expanding its manufacturing capabilities. During the year, Venus Pipes commissioned an additional 4,200 tons of seamless pipe capacity, added 6,000 tons of mother hollow capacity, and established a new fittings manufacturing facility. With these additions, its total installed manufacturing capacity has increased to nearly 48,000 tons per annum. Over the past few years, the company has steadily expanded into higher value products such as stainless steel fittings, titanium tubes, and hygienic pipes. These specialized products generally enjoy better pricing, healthier margins, and stronger customer relationships than conventional stainless steel products. This strategic shift could become an important driver of future profitability. Management also remains optimistic about the year ahead. For FY27, the company has guided for around 20% volume growth, along with an improvement in EBITDA margins to 17% as the new capacities begin contributing more meaningfully. Another opportunity worth monitoring is the company's entry into the data center cooling segment. Although it is still a relatively small business, India's rapidly expanding digital infrastructure and AI-driven data center investments could create a meaningful long-term opportunity. If Venus Pipes establishes a strong position in this niche, it has the potential to become an additional growth engine over the coming years. The growth opportunities, therefore, are clearly visible. The challenge is execution. New capacities must be utilized efficiently. Higher value products must improve margins. And the investments being made today must eventually translate into stronger earnings, better cash flows, and improved returns on capital. That is exactly what the market will be watching over the next few quarters. Let's now see how the market is valuing that opportunity.
We've understood the business, the recent slowdown, and the company's growth plan. The final piece of the puzzle is understanding how the market is valuing this business today. Venus Pipes is currently in an investment phase. To support its expansion plans, the company has committed around 175 crore rupees towards capital expenditure. As a result, free cash flow has remained negative in 5 of the last 6 years, while fixed assets grew from 10 crore rupees in 19 to nearly 400 crores in 26. The long-term borrowings came down from 14 crores to 1 crore during the same period. The inventory days have risen from 130 days to 183 days, and cash conversion cycle increased from 80 to 124 during the 7-year period. These numbers don't necessarily indicate financial stress. They reflect a business that is growing in revenue by tenfold and investing aggressively to build future capacity. The success of that strategy will depend on how efficiently these investments translate into higher earnings and stronger cash flows over the coming years. It also depends on how fast and successfully it improves the working capital cycle. Another important indicator is return on capital employed. ROCE has moderated from around 28% in FY24 to about 22% in FY26. During an expansion cycle, some moderation in returns is expected. However, investors would expect this trend to improve as the new capacities begin operating at higher utilization levels. Now let's look at valuation. At the current market price, Venus Pipes trades at around 35 times trailing earnings. That is certainly not a bargain valuation for a manufacturing company. But the market is not valuing Venus Pipes as a conventional stainless steel manufacturer. It is assigning a premium based on the expectation that the company's expansion strategy, improving product mix, and new business opportunities will drive stronger earnings over the next few years. Leading brokerages broadly share that positive long-term view, although their near-term expectations differ. Nuvama continues to maintain a buy rating with a target price of 2,000 rupees, supported by the company's capacity expansion, improving product mix, and export opportunities. Investec also remains positive and expects approximately 21% upside from current levels. Antique, while constructive on the long-term business, has adopted a more cautious near-term stance after the recent quarterly performance. Its target price implies only about 5% upside, reflecting a more conservative view on earnings over the next year. Overall, the market remains constructive on Venus Pipes' long-term prospects while becoming more measured about the pace of near-term earnings growth. So, how should long-term investors approach the stock today? Let's bring the entire investment story together. The final takeaway. Let's go back to where we began. Revenue grew by 22%. Profit grew by only 10%. At first glance, that appeared to be a warning sign. But after analyzing the business from every important angle, the picture looks far more balanced. The slowdown wasn't driven by weakening demand or a deterioration in the company's fundamentals. Instead, it reflects a combination of margin pressure, softer exports, and the impact of an ongoing investment cycle. More importantly, the long term growth story remains intact. The company continues to expand its manufacturing capacity, move towards higher value products, and enter promising new opportunities such as data center cooling. Those initiatives have the potential to strengthen both growth and profitability over the coming years. The key, however, is execution. Based on the information available today, I would place Venus pipes in my watch closely category and review the EBITDA margins and improvement in working capital cycle. Going forward, I would closely monitor four key indicators. First, whether the company delivers the volume growth it has guided for. Second, whether operating margins improve as the newly added capacities are utilized. Third, whether return on capital employed begins moving back towards its earlier levels. And finally, whether free cash flow improves as the current capital expenditure cycle starts maturing. If these indicators move in the right direction, today's concerns could gradually fade and the company's long term investment case could become even stronger. If they don't, the market's cautious approach towards the stock would be understandable. If you found this analysis useful, please support the channel by liking this video, sharing it with your friends and fellow investors, and subscribing to CA Rudra Raju for more research driven company analyses. Thank you for watching.